Hi, dear astrologer from BellaDeveroOfficial.wordpress.com, and I'm doing another birth chart reading for Harry Styles. So I want to talk about Pallas and Saturn. Pallas is an asteroid, and I don't know if I'm saying that quite correctly. I just want to get this, make sure you can hear me. But anyway, Pallas is all about intelligence, applied intelligence, and intellect and action and cause and effect. So, and it's in Pisces in your fifth house. Um, so, um, with Pallas, you can have a lot of psychic abilities with this, and Pallas being in the same sign as Saturn can also make that happen, although it's not like in the same house though, but there is a connection because it's the same sign. Um, um, so Palace is all about like where it is and the house it's in and the sign it's in, especially is where you can do this Palace stuff, which is like realize you're good at realizing cause and effect. Like with the fifth house, it's creativity and children and fun. Like in Sinistry, it's just about like fun, like having a fun time with friends or whoever, anyone. Um, so and it's about like when you can become more consciously evolved, when you can use Palace to, you know, do intellectual things, like realize, okay, if I do this, then that's going to happen. With Pallas in Pisces, it's Pisces is about the imagination or the psychic abilities and creativity. It's not creativity like the fifth house, like because that's Leo, but creativity like just the 12th house, right? Like not 12th house, like that's hidden things, but like Neptune, I mean like creativity like that. Um so when you have Pallas, um you use your intellect and action, combine the two, and in Pisces you can have a lot of creativity, and Pisces is compassionate, so you can you know when you're relating to people, you're thinking, like if I do this or that, in a Pisces way, you're like, that's gonna, be a good conversation or a good a work a decision, and you're thinking in a compassionate way or creativity with or creative way, um, and you can it, this is a good placement to have, like, for it's not an impulsive placement to have, it's really a loving, compassionate placement to have, like, for you know your applied intelligence, getting along with people, like, not doing things that bring bad karma to you. Um, you're able to, use this Pisces energy to, you know, put your intelligence to use in a good way, in a creative way for your work or for relationships. And, it's a good thing to have, like, so it's, you know, calm and, um, just getting along with people and not creating bad karma for yourself. And, um, yeah, especially with Saturn, it can be like I said, it's not in the same house, but it's in the same zodiac sign, so that can be like, it can just make, especially after like 30. Saturn is the grown up planet, so it's like when you're an adult that Saturn can have a good effect on your life. You can use Saturn to, apply Saturn things, restriction, responsibility, to your life, and you can have a good outcome of things in adulthood more. You have to learn Saturn things and then you can get better at it. So it's all about Pisces and compassion. So with Saturn in Pisces, though, it can restrict Pisces things growing up. You can feel a restriction on your psychic abilities or your creativity or your compassion. Like, not that you aren't compassionate, but somehow it's restricted. But you have, with this placement, you have a compassionate heart, and like you could be the kind of person that overextends yourself a lot with this placement. But so there's karma here with Saturn. Saturn is karma. So you have to keep doing these Saturn things in Pisces, being compassionate and Pallas in Pisces to figure out these Saturn, karmic lessons. So you can get better at, like wanting to keep on being compassionate towards people, even though life can be tough. And there's always situations where all relationships you have with everyone isn't perfect. You're both going to hurt each other sometimes. So this is the lesson for Saturn. You have to keep on, doing these compassionate things, Saturn and Pisces. Uh, Especially in the fourth house, that's all about home. So you can feel restricted there. You can, it's like you might not be at home all the time doing these things, but, or, with your family, you might have some karmic things going on. But if you keep on working on these Saturn lessons, then you can get better at not giving up on being compassionate when there's things to work out, So, and that can help with uh, Pallas in Pisces. With the applied intelligence, you can combine all that energy and think about, like what what is good to do and what isn't good to do, and um, you know, learn the Saturn lessons, and not give up on being compassionate. You can, because eventually it gets better. You you learn these Saturn things, and it's not so difficult then. And like I said, it's a good placement to have. Naturally, you're good at the Palace and Pisces, relating to people. So that's basically what that's about. So that's all I have for this little part of your birth chart reading, but I'll be doing plenty more as I study your birth chart. So I hope you enjoyed this one.